Good afternoon. Senate President Tito Soto mentions 5 senators as possible candidates to replace Senate President Pro Tempore Ping Lacson as Senate Blue Ribbon Committee chairperson. In a television interview on Tuesday, October 7, Soto says talks have shifted to who would succeed Lacson after he formalized his resignation as the Blue Ribbon Committee's head on Monday, October 6. For Soto, whoever Lacson recommends as his replacement will have a strong edge over anybody else. However, he also says there are a lot of options, citing the names of Senators J.V. Ejercito, Rafi Tulfo, Pia Cayetano, Kiko Pangilinan, and Risa Ontiveros. Cayetano previously headed the Blue Ribbon panel during the time of then Senate President Cheese Escudero. According to Soto, the majority bloc will meet on Wednesday, October 8 to discuss Lacson's resignation. The Senate chief says he tried to stop Lacson from quitting his post but doubts he could still convince him now that he has already submitted his resignation letter. In the letter addressed to Soto on Monday, Lacson noted the supposed disappointment that some colleagues expressed with the direction of the committee probing into the flood control project scandal. Testimonies before the Blue Ribbon panel revealed several lawmakers, including former and incumbent senators, were allegedly receiving kickbacks from government infrastructure projects. The Philippine Statistics Authority reports that inflation rose to a 6-month high of 1.7% in September. The latest inflation rate is quicker than August's 1.5%, but slower than the 1.9% in September 2024. According to the PSA, the uptrend in September 2025's inflation is brought by higher transport and food costs. Based on PSA data, the latest figure of 1.7% is the fastest rate this year since the 1.8% in March. The latest clip falls within the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas' forecast range of 1.5 to 2.3% for September. The September figure means inflation remains within the official 2 to 4% target band. Senator Jinggoy Estrada files a perjury case against former Bulacan Assistant District Engineer Brice Hernandez over allegations linking the senator to anomalous infrastructure projects. Estrada files 4 counts of perjury against Hernandez before the Quezon City Prosecutor's Office on Tuesday, October 7. The senator's camp says Hernandez made 4 counts of perjury statements during the separate hearings of the House of Representatives Infrastructure Committee and the Senate Blue Ribbon Committee. Estrada describes Hernandez as a habitual liar who had supposedly made false statements before both chambers of Congress. At a House hearing on September 9, Hernandez accused the senator of inserting 355 million pesos in the 2025 national budget for various flood control projects in Bulacan. Hernandez added that Estrada was given 30% of the amount as standard operating procedure or a kickback. The senator had denied the accusations, branding them as imaginary and fabricated. He also challenged Hernandez to take a lie detector test with him to determine who is telling the truth. Estrada said the claim that he secured 355 million pesos in infrastructure deals in Bulacan was unfounded. He noted that any line item from the 2025 General Appropriations Act could be linked to any senator. And these are the stories you need to know today. I'm Neil Mercado. Follow INQUIRER.net on Facebook, X, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Reddit. For more stories, visit INQUIRER.net. Good afternoon.